From Lincoln City, Oregon, it's the finals of the WPBA Pacific Coast Classic, presented by the American Pool Players Association.
The current #1 ranked player in the world, if you will. Welcome in quick fire, Kelly Fisher.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the fantastic Pacific Northwest. Mitch Lawrence and the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee. Jeanette, I am just excited. It's finals time. Kelly Fisher, Vivian Villarreal, two tremendous players. Somebody's going home with the title.
Yeah, they're known to be two of our fastest players out there, and they're so offensive. I mean, talk about pure shot-making ability. When they have a choice, unlike some of the other top players, if they can go offense over playing a good safety, they're still going to go for the shot. So I think we're going to see some great plays, some really exciting things. You and I got to get to the edge of our seats.
Okay, we're right there. Somebody's going to wear the crown right now. It will either be Vivian Villarreal on the left, Kelly Fisher on the right. The Texas Tornado ranked 7th coming in. Kelly Fisher ranked #1 in the world coming in. This, the lag for the opening break. And one more time for quickfire Kelly Fisher. Amazing. 8 times out of 9. She has won the lag. We'll get to that in a minute. Here are the rules of 9-ball. Object balls 1 to 9. You have to hit the lowest numbered ball first. Rack is over when the 9 goes. And when I said that she had won 8 out of 9, as Steve Tipton prepares that first rack, it gives her the chance to get to the table, break the balls, take a little bit of control. Very important, and she has done it brilliantly all week. Now, Jeanette against Karen Corr in the semifinals. Kelly Fisher came up dry on the break 4 times, so really important that she gets off to a good start.
That's right. I mean, you have the opportunity to really keep your opponent trailing and struggling to keep up with you. So you're starting off with control of the match, and that allows you to just create opportunities. But unfortunately, even though she broke great, she's come up dry again. But it's not so bad. Vivian's going to have a tough time. The 1 ball's down table, but the 5 ball's blocking the cue ball. And she's gonna find a problem trying to push the cue ball somewhere where Kelly's not going to do something fantastic. With that whole group of balls there with the 4, 6, 7, 8, she can put that cue ball anywhere, and Kelly can easily choose to bank the 1 ball back up table and put the cue ball underneath the 7, 8, or cut the 1 ball in, bring the cue ball back down by the 2. That might be the choice. I mean, it's kind of a free shot because if she misses it, it's going to be down there by all those other balls, and cue ball is going to be down here. She's such a shot maker. She is such a shot maker. It's sickening, really.
You know what? In our opening, you talked about what great shot-making ability both players have, and that is an example right off the bat of how Kelly Fisher wants to play. She wants to let Vivian know that she's going to be looking for shots as quickly as she looks at the 2. Give you the rules of this final matchup. It's a race to 7 for the title, 30-second shot clock with 1 extension per rack. We will alternate the break, and it's foul on all balls.
And that's something mentally for Vivian that she's got to. All right, before I go on, you see where she put her tip? That's where she wants her cue ball to go. She's going to give it low, but she doesn't want to draw the ball, just low enough so the cue ball doesn't follow. But she's got to hit it hard enough. She doesn't have that much angle to really get down there. It's got to go more than that, a little bit more than that. There, she actually put too much draw and not enough power, right? So a nice little combination of things here. She knows she's going to have to play safety. She's going to try to bank the 4 ball between the 4, 7, and 8 to the side rail. It's going to bank down to the end rail, and the cue ball is going to come all the way down, back down to the middle of the table. Let's see.
Nice. Nice defensive play by Kelly Fisher. Take another look. These shots so important.
And requires a lot of accuracy, even as a safety.
Here comes the Texas Tornado from San Antonio in Texas. She has been around for so long. The 1993 Player of the Year, 15 years ago. 1992 National Champion. A fixture out here on tour and one of the great personalities and talents we have ever had out here. And Kelly, you'll have a play on that 4. You saw Vivian's reaction.
Right. She's actually really wanted to dig underneath that ball, and she's left Kelly a pretty good opportunity. She's pretty straight in on the 4. She's going to hit it high, left-hand English. Let the cue ball go 1, 2, and back out to the middle of the table. There you go for the 5 ball. Uh-oh, Kelly Fisher's looking kind of deadly, don't you think, Mitch?
Well,
I mean,
here's
this.
here's the
don't
deal.
Really
I
want
was
to mess
just
with
gonna, I
her.
was going to say she had a 6-2 lead on Karen Corr, who came back and tied it up. Kelly won at 7-6. A couple of shaky times at the end of that match, but she looks like she has refocused and come back strong.
Okay, right now she's got to shoot the 6 ball and not come up too high. She wants to make sure she has a good angle. See how softly she hit it? She's like, stay there or slow down. Because if she's straight, then all she can do is go backward in a straight line. Whereas if she has an angle, she can come across and come back down by the 9 for a nice shot on the 8 ball, just like
Beautiful.
that. Bounce off the rail.
This is the 3rd time this year that these two players have matched up. One of them, of course, the U.S. Open. And Kelly had the better of Vivian 9-7 at the Great Lakes Classic, so she wants to keep that kind of record going. This 9 for the first rack on the board for Quickfire, the #1 player in the world, out to an early lead here in Oregon. Against an Oregon setting that can take your breath away, 2 of 9 Ball's tremendous talents go after a sought-after title. The last time Kelly Fisher and Vivian Villarreal met at the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship, the matchup produced one of the most thrilling endings on tour this year.
I moved my hand as soon as I shot that.
Sweet victory for Fisher, agonizing defeat for Villarreal. But sports can often be about second chances, and now Vivian has a chance to add a title to an illustrious career that has been without one for a decade. Kelly has an opportunity to add to her Open trophy and stake her claim to Player of the Year honors as the tour season moves closer to wrapping up. Who will wear the crown that bears the name Pacific Coast Classic Champion?
This ESPN presentation of the Pacific Coast Classic presented by the American Pool Players Association is brought to you by the Chinook Winds Casino Resort in Lincoln City, Oregon. It's better at the beach. By the American Pool Players Association, the world's largest pool league. And by Brunswick Billiards since 1845, the standard of superior craftsmanship, preferred by experts around the world.
Overlooking the Pacific on the beautiful Central Oregon coast, Chinook Winds Casino Resort in Lincoln City features the region's best combination of natural beauty, fun, and fine dining. Chinook Winds Casino Resort, an easy drive from Portland, Salem, or Eugene. A look at Kelly Fisher's week here in Lincoln City. An interesting one, a tough one, coming back from a second-round loss to Yoram Cha, a revenge victory over Yoram, and then the big win over Karen Corr. Let's learn more about the #1 player in the world as we go behind the cue.
When you're #1, there's only one way to go, right? And that's down. So you have to just try and realise that you've got to try and keep it as long as you can and enjoy it while you have it. My on game, I love it. The feeling, there's no better feeling when I'm playing so good. But I've been working on my bad game. It's not always how good your good game is, it's how good your bad game is. And basically trying to get your bad game better. I know that sounds a little confusing, but that's what we're all aiming for. You can literally play the same person back to back and have 2 different outcomes, at this level anyway. Some matches, yeah, a little bit of luck involved, and that annoys me and everybody, but it is the game. We have to cope with the good and the bad. I have a coach in England, and you know, he told me at a very young age, you're mentally tough, you're mentally strong. It can take you anywhere, in any sport, with that mental toughness. You may not be a champion without that. It's nice being #1, there is pressure that comes with it too. So, I don't know, I feel good, that's all I know.
We're thrilled to have Kelly out here, for sure. And Vivian too, Vivian with the break now. And she wants to keep that statistic going, trailing by a rack to Kelly Fisher.
I'll tell you what, she really is breaking so well. You've got a wide open table here. 3 ball and the 6 drops. You want to shoot the 1 ball in the corner pocket. Just draw straight back. Draw back enough. Maybe draw back 1.5 feet, 2 feet, so that you're nice and comfortable. You don't have too steep a cut. She's using the bridge. Just stroke down and up. Oh my goodness gracious. Now what, you know what I'm saying? This, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Could not tell you, because that is such an elementary kind of shot.
Okay, well, let's see. Looky. She's going to have to bank the 2 ball. Maybe, hopefully, as close to the middle of that end rail where she's standing, and let the cue ball hopefully get under the 9 and the 5. Let's see her speed control if she gets there. Oh, a little bit over more. I don't think so.
I don't think she did either.
I really don't think. She was awful close. She had to hit a little bit thinner than she did.
You know, in her semifinal, Vivian seemed very focused and a little bit off at the beginning of that rack. First play with the bridge and then that safety, not where she wanted them.
And you can't do that. I love that shot that she just took. High right hand English, came over short by the side pocket, down. Natural position on the 4. Now all she's going to do is try to see if she can get her cue ball to float over. She has an angle, so she can't very well draw back for the 5 ball in the clear pocket. She's going to have to play for this 5-9 combination, which you could see. She's walked over and looked to see where in the middle of the table she wants to get. All she has to do is hit a little bit below center, not really much draw, just let it float over to the middle of the table. There you go. Keep going.
Wanted a little more. Now
Yeah.
This is a tougher shot on that 5-9. You heard Kelly talking in her feature piece about her coach, Lionel Payne, who she's been with since she was a kid. One and only coach. Jeanette, we've talked about her still learning a lot about the game. Still feels like she has to. This is a big combination for her to take a 2-rack lead.
And you know, your mind can get really set on a plan.
Wow.
And I felt like there she could have cut the 5 ball to the side rail down to the middle of the table and played a really great safety. But her mind didn't even consider that. I was playing for the combination. I'm going to shoot the combination. And that's where being a slower player can help you, because it gives you time to see all of your options.
So instead of that 2-rack lead, now the Texas Tornado at the table. And she really needs to just settle in, calm down, clear these 3 balls and get on the board. Cannot stress again, as we look at a little bit of low left, cannot stress again how important it is for Vivian to continue the way she's been playing. She has come on so strongly from the middle of this season to now. A 5th place finish at the U.S. Open, a 3rd at the Carolina Classic. Guaranteed at least a 2nd and maybe a win here in Lincoln City. That 9, big time one for the Texas Tornado, twirling here on the coast of Oregon. This race to 7 to get into the finals. Kelly Fisher struck first, but the Texas Tornado has answered. Stay with us, a lot more action coming your way. Here in Lincoln City, Oregon, the fantastic Pacific Northwest, and a more beautiful coastline you will not find. The Chinook Winds Casino Resort, site of the finals of the WPBA Pacific Coast Classic. Vivian's week here, a great one. Big time wins over number 4 Ga Young Kim, number 3 Shouting Pan, and then that semifinal victory over Monica Webb. And here we are in the finals. Let us take a look now at the highlights from rack 3. Remember, we're tied at 1 rack apiece at this point, Jeanette.
Lots of safeties going on, but Vivian comes back with this kick. Perfect speed gives Kelly this crazy jump shot. Vivian has the first real opportunity, and blows it. Talk about careless, and that's exactly the difference between her coming in second, first, or winning championship after championship. You cannot give away opportunities like that.
Kelly Fisher with a good play, the combination in the 9 for now, a 2-1 lead over Vivian Villarreal as we move to rack 4. And Vivian with the break, made a couple balls the first time she had the break.
Again, just breaking great. I think she's, easily breaking better than anyone. She's got a nice shot on the 1. It'll be difficult for her to get around the 7, so it'd be nice if she could just pocket the 1 ball, let her cue ball just bump the 2. Pocket the 1, bump the 7, a little low, right-hand English, and just let it kind of chill right there. Ooh, she didn't mean to cut half the ball, and she ended up fortunate being able to come across and shoot the 2 ball, but that's okay. Just barely above center, she's going to cut this 2 ball and come back up. Look at her cue stick. So that's what the line that she's looking at.
And if you're Vivian, though, Jeanette, a couple times we've talked about so far in this match early, but just a little bit out of position, not quite as crisp and precise as she wants to be. And we know that can lead to problems.
And she's got to gather her mind because she knows she's given up some huge opportunities, but it's not over. It's still very, very close. Definitely still within her grasp, but she's got to step it up. And she can. But this is another one. Whether or not she hit it there or a little more speed was totally within her control. She's looking at it now. She should have known before. She's got the 5 ball. She's going to draw back out. She's got to try to get up by the side pocket for her to have a comfortable shot on this 6 ball. Mostly bottom English. She got up again. She just didn't feel comfortable. All right. That wasn't too bad. Now.
Staring this one down.
Yeah, she's going to walk over. She's going to look at it. Look, see? She's just lining that baby up. She's going to make it. High. Left-hand English. Right-hand English takes you into the side pocket. Rolls it. And she hit it soft enough to where no matter what, it wouldn't have made it to the side pocket for a scratch.
Good look at it here.
Hairy, thin, yucky, ooky cut shot.
She said, please go in.
Yeah. I'd be begging too.
You use everything you can get. It's the finals. Come on.
All right, over here a little bit. Okay, she's starting to rush, and I don't like that. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
She's still okay. She's going to cut the 8 ball in that corner pocket, go up table and back down. She can just give it a little bit of right-hand English. It's going to go down table. The right-hand English is going to take it out to the right, come down. She's saying, come on down, baby. It's very good.
Good position. This would be an important break and run for Vivian here. Coming into the semifinals, the best of the final 4 players. This would be a perfect time to do it. Yes. And that finger up in the air, the sign that that rack, the 4th rack, goes on the side of the Texas Tornado, Vivian Villarreal. Here's some trivia brought to you by Simonis. Who has the fastest break on the WPBA Tour? We know you'll want to get the answer to that question. We'll have it for you when we come back right after this.
Who has the fastest break on the WPBA Tour? I do at 25.5 miles per hour.
And here along the Pacific Coast, so much to do. You haven't been to Chinook Winds, you owe it to yourself to get here. We talk about the break off and how important it is. And Jeanette, let's look at the breaks of Vivian Villarreal and Kelly Fisher.
Initially, they look the same, but actually, I like the way that Kelly's body is aligned better. It's easier to move. She's raised up a little bit more. Her elbow stays behind her. Vivian, on her backswing, you'll see, she tends to pull backwards and in, and then follow through. Kelly gets more action, but Vivian tends to be a little bit more consistent.
Good breaks both. Here's some highlights. First from rack 5. Remember, we're tied at 2 at this point. Kelly made a ball on the break. And with her own break and run after Vivian broke and ran in rack 4. So she takes a 3-2 lead. Then we move to rack 6, Jeanette.
Oh, she gets an unfortunate scratch in the side pocket. Kelly Fisher has a nice open table, every opportunity to run out, but she gets out of line and misses this 4-ball. Vivian takes control. There you go. It's a battle.
Certainly is. After 6 racks, tied at 3 apiece, race to 7 to see who will be the Pacific Coast Classic champion, Mitch Lawrence, and the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee, here in Lincoln City. Those games won and lost on your break. Very important. Kelly has been struggling with the break in these last couple matches, but look at that break, Jeanette.
Yeah, it seemed like the corner balls just flew in the hole. The 2, the 6, the 8, and she can actually see the 1. They're both, the 1 ball is makeable, but she has to consider the 3 ball and getting position on that. No matter what, she can make it in the side or this corner, but it's going to be a tough shot. And because of the 3 ball, looks like she's going to hit high right-hand English. She's going to go short of the side pocket, over to the other side pocket, and back out for the 3 ball in the corner pocket. Oh, she missed, and she missed it by a lot.
Badly.
Really? Super uncharacteristic. Look how far. That's 6 inches for a champion to miss it by.
Undercut that one. A miss in the last rack on the 4. Kelly Fisher now a little bit on the shaky side. Can Vivian Villarreal take advantage?
And she was
Not
looking
close.
for the straight back bank, and Vivian is a bumper. For her to miss that bank by this much, I think they're both just, they're feeling their pressure. They're getting worn out. It's been a very long day, long tournament.
Those small muscles start twitching a little bit,
That's
don't they?
right. Let's see her shoot the 1, get over on the 2. She's telling that cue ball to slow down for her.
So funny how much can change within the course of a match.
She's walking over to see if she can just shoot the 3 ball, bring the cue ball over to the side rail, and back out. She may not even hit it that hard to risk getting near the 9 ball. Low right-hand English. She could always power at 2 rails, not what I would recommend. And she misses it altogether. And that happens very often when you take your eye off the target, thinking about where your cue ball is going. You have to make sure you make those decisions standing up, and once you're down, you focus on nothing but the target.
And
that's it.
That is the kind of concentration and focus that has to come back to Kelly Fisher. She's reeling a little bit right now for sure. And if you're Vivian, you want to jump on these chances. You want to make her pay for missing shots.
Or go.
Ho or go, exactly right.
And I'm not sure what she was thinking on that 3 ball. Was she trying to go 3 rails and be up by the side pocket? Was she trying to get between those 2 balls, or was she getting down below? Because to me, it looked like she just got up and shot the ball hard and hoped she'd have a shot on the 4 ball. It didn't look like she had picked a specific spot and angle. And exactly when you don't do that, Murphy's Law steps in and will kick your, butt.
Your hoo-ha.
All right. You know what? I don't think this is too tough for Kelly. I mean, she's close to the ball. She looks very patient, very thoughtful. She's already missed a shot that she knows she should have made. She's going to bear down. Just a nice little cut shot in the corner pocket. She's got to hit it nice and... Oh, she decides to hit it hard.
Weren't you going to say she's got to hit it nice
Whoa.
and hard?
Whoa.
Oh,
No.
Well, we
Wow.
have seen both players in this rack unable to capitalize when they get a chance at the table. And at 3-3 in a race to 7, pretty pivotal.
I'm really surprised that she shot that 4 ball that way. I really would have thought that she could have killed the cue ball with bottom English and slowed down that cue ball enough to shoot the 5 ball in the same pocket. Now she's got a kick shot. All right, she tried, but I don't think she's going to like this. Vivian's got to feel kind of Good getting to shoot again after that, after she hooks herself on the 3 ball.
Well, it's like I said, neither player, I mean, decision-making has not been great. Execution has not been great in this rack.
And they're 2 great players. You know, it's just...
No question about it. This is what happens in the finals.
And the most important thing is, you know, even with these misses, you're a champion. So keep it together, wait, be patient, and be ready for your next opportunity. If you start thinking about this, oh, I'm blowing it, and you get so focused on analyzing where your game is at rather than just staying in the moment, you will just crumble. You will find yourself just crumbling. So if anything, allow yourself the opportunity to get stronger by letting go of the past, staying focused, being ready for your next opportunity.
Vivian took a little bit of extra time. You saw her clearing that corner pocket out.
Good.
And I agree, exactly what she needs to do. Chalk flies off the table. It's always something. Got to regroup.
10. Yes.
That is a veteran move right there.
That's
Walk
right.
away, go get a towel, take a breath, take your extension.
It's been going back and forth.
Very smart. That tells you a lot right there. Vivian Villarreal up by a rack over Kelly Fisher. Wow, been a tremendous final matchup so far. We can expect a whole lot more action after this.
Today I'm going to talk about the drag shot. Now, it's the only shot in pool where you decelerate through the cue ball. I could slow roll the cue ball in this shot, but the reason I like the drag shot is it enables me to really push through the cue ball, and if I'm worried about an unlevel table, that cancels that out. The key with the drag shot is to hit low on the cue ball. The red dots on the cue ball reverse when it leaves my tip. Halfway through the shot, they then begin to go forward and then hit the 8 ball. That's perfect control.
In addition to the WPBA Tour, Chinook Winds also hosted the 6th Annual American Pool Players Association Northwest 9-Ball Challenge for amateur APA members next door to the pros. During this 5-day event, the APA hosted close to 700 players, spectators, and volunteers.
What we call these events a side-by-side event, where we have amateur events in conjunction with professional events. And some of the events are put together by the WPBA in our office in conjunction, but this event in particular actually started first as an amateur event.
This particular tournament we run twice a year. We have an 8-ball in the spring and 9-ball in the fall.
We start working for a tournament of this magnitude immediately after the last one.
Basically, it's open to any APA member that is active during the league year. And they come down here, 3-person teams, Scotch doubles, come down basically just to have a good time.
It's an excellent organization because it cultivates low skill level players and it accommodates the higher skill level players, so there's a spot for everybody.
I just love the friendships, I love being competitive, and I like just getting better and better at my skill.
You can find out more information about APA's franchise opportunity by logging on either to our website at poolplayers.com or our apafranchise.com website as well. Have fun, meet people, play pool. That's what we're all about.
Thanks to Renee and all the APA members here in Lincoln City, 4-3. The Texas Tornado over Quickfire Kelly Fisher. Mitch Lawrence and the Black Widow Jeanette Lee with you today. Happy as always to be bringing you the action here in the WPBA Classic Tour. And Vivian talking out loud now, really getting into it. She can smell it. 1 rack lead, race to 7 for the title. Took a little bit off that break, Jeanette.
Yep. But she still controlled her cue ball, and she comes up dry.
That's right, nothing on the break.
All right, she has, there are some possibilities. If she shoots this one ball in the corner pocket, she can go rail first. It's not as tough as it looks. She's looking at the angle coming off the rail, just like that. She's going to hit the rail, give it right-hand English. It's going to go off the 1, down towards the 2 ball, probably hitting somewhere between the 7 and the 4, and then come back out. She's going to give just right-hand English. No top spin,
There it is.
no bottom spin. Beautiful. And oh no!
No.
Oh, and she did not deserve that. That was already such a difficult shot. She hit it perfectly, just the right speed. If she hit it anywhere else, she's perfect on the 2 ball, right? That was really
Those
unfortunate.
rolls,
She didn't
cold.
deserve that. Yeah.
You can get him at any time, but if you're Vivian Villarreal, you're going, hey, my turn, ball in hand. And as I said, a 1-rack lead, and when you haven't won a tour title in 10 years, you start feeling it more and more. Every chance you get, you want to take that prize home.
I got a little roll there, I admit.
Well, she let it roll there. I don't agree with the way that she got on the 3 ball. But now she's 2 straight. The 4 ball's on the other side. She doesn't want to end up there. I think she's just going to try to follow it up a little bit and play the Look at
No.
Vivian, do you want to win this tournament or not? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because you are getting your chances. Did you hear what she said? She said she struggled to make up her mind, and decisiveness is so, they always say, well, what's the right shot? Should I do this or that? And, someone once said, and it's so true, the right shot is the decisive one.
Well, no matter what you're doing, and that's exactly what Vivian's trying to figure out. Make up your mind and then hit the shot and take the consequences. But instead, the worst thing that can happen is, again, when you have an opportunity to put any player out here on tour away, you got to take advantage. And now Kelly Fisher is going to try to do the same and get back at Vivian, make her pay for a mistake.
Right.
Wow.
She's got to draw her ball, just bottom English, shoot the 5 ball, just draw the cue ball a little bit. Probably would have liked to draw it a little bit more than that, but she's okay. She can shoot the 6 ball. Perhaps avoid hitting the 9 ball altogether. If she hits it too hard, it's got to hit the 9. But otherwise, she can just draw. There you go. Very nice.
Nice shot.
So now what's a natural place to be on for the 8 ball to get on the 9? And that'll determine how far down she follows.
Taking a good look. And this is what Kelly needs to do, is really the same thing we said about Vivian. Commit to the shots as they come. And try to execute with conviction.
She looks awful straight on this, which means that if she was down a little bit lower, got to hit this with left-hand English. There you go. Come across. Let's see her speed control. She does want to be on the rail.
Get off just a little, pretty close.
Actually, she's just happy to be shooting
You're
the 9.
darn right. And I was going to say that, given where Vivian was a little while ago.
She's not complaining, is she?
That result is the one that Kelly Fisher cares about. Rail or no rail. Vivian knows she let one get away there instead of a 2-rack lead. We are once again tied. Lincoln City, Oregon, the site of the finals here on the WPBA Classic Tour. 8 racks, 4 apiece. Who's going home with the title? Welcome back to magnificent Lincoln City, Oregon, in the Chinook Winds Casino Resort, where this week the WPBA Classic Tour has put down Route 16 of the top players, brought to you by Mueller. One of them, Monica Webb of Atlanta, Georgia, came in ranked 13th, and with a 3rd place finish, a very happy top finisher. Let's hear from Monica right now.
Well, I've always been playing well with my game. I've steadily improved on tour every year. But I feel good going into this tournament. I took some lessons with Buddy Hall, Hall of Fame men's player. The things he taught me really helped me get through. I struggled, but I'm proud of myself because I struggled through. And in the end, my game prevailed and I got through.
Congratulations again to Monica on a terrific week. Vivian Villarreal at the table. As we get ready to move to rack 10, we're going to show you some highlights from rack number 9. Kelly Fisher at the break. Jeanette.
Finally makes a ball on the break, but her luck on the break is just not getting any better. Vivian gets to run out. Not a whole lot of problems. Comes up a little bit short. Shoots the 2-ball and 9-ball in the hole.
And a big 9-ball it is. It gives her a 1-rack lead again at 5-4 in a race to 7. And with the break in rack number 10, this is a big time for Vivian Villarreal. Critical right now that she stay at the table.
Vivian is just so fired up. You can just feel her energy. She's saying, 2 more. I just need 2 more. There's not, I don't get this sense of her choking and fearing it. And it's just, no, it's in my grasp. I want it. I'm going to take it. She doesn't seem to be just carrying all this, oh, I blew this shot. I missed this shot, which a lot of people tend to do. She's got the shot on the 1-ball in the corner pocket, just a little bit below center. And she's just going to nice and easy shoot the 1. She wants to make sure she makes it. Yes, that was a tough shot at this point. But now look at it. She's dead straight in on the 2-ball. She can't follow up, which means straight draw. She said, what am I going to do with this 5-ball?
Exactly. Got that right.
The crowd giving her answers. This is the first time in this match that we have seen that Vivian Villarreal.
All she did was draw her ball 2 or 3 tips below center. So now, what's she want to do?
Should I go for the combination?
Should she go for the combination?
What do you think, Jeanette? Tell me.
Hey, if I knew, I'd be out there.
Try to get inside info.
I'm just going to watch you, baby.
Vivian in front of millions of people, don't do that.
I'll tell you what, she's shooting the 3-ball, and she has to make a choice. She's either going to, really the shot is probably shooting the 5-9 or playing some kind of defense. If she had a different kind of angle, I would say to come down and get on the side rail between the 6 and the 9 and then cut the 5-ball in. But from here, it's like, ugh.
One of the things we know about Vivian over the years is that she dislikes intensely playing combinations. She
Oh,
does
yeah.
not like them at all.
I
So
know.
that's part of the history of why she's asking.
She's saying a prayer. Did you see it? She looked up at God. She said, 1 time.
Here we go.
She's got to aim down at this. She wanted her cue ball there to shoot the 5-9 combination, but now, I don't know. She has, she can either go for it or she can just tuck her. What in the world? Did you see how far she missed that ball? Well, she got a little
She
bit
couldn't have been.
fortunate
There's
with the
no
lead,
way.
but
There's no way she was playing a billiard on that, was she? The 5 off the 5 into the 9, trying
By
to make
that-
in the corner. That's the
no,
only thing
no,
it
no,
looked
no,
like.
no, you couldn't do it. She just missed that by, shamefully, she missed that.
I guess.
I'm going to give her a hard time about it, in fact, in the next tournament.
All right. Bottom line, though, Kelly Fisher at the table.
And unfortunately, there's not really an
Not a
easy
whole lot
place
she
for
can
you.
do, right?
Below the 5, stick the cue ball there and send the 5 up table. That's it. That was pretty good. Look at that and her speed control. Whoa,
Wants
whoa,
it to stay
whoa.
there. Nope. Now, the only thing she's got going for her here is that Vivian's going to be jacked up over that 8.
That's right. And that makes it really, really difficult when you're coming down on the cue ball with the back of your cue stick. If you don't hit dead center, your English is multiplied. Look at her. She's jacked up. She's got to shoot this 5-ball, and she's got to hit it with enough speed to get down for the 6-ball. But, it's not that she missed that's surprising. It's how much she's missing by. What is going on with that?
Not a good time to be that off.
It's getting too close. The score's 5-4. Somebody's going to take it up. Here, low, right-hand English. She's going to hit the 5-ball and come off the side rail to the 6-ball. She wants a little bit of an angle so that she can follow down between the 9 and 8 and back up table for the 7-ball. Here she's just going to hit high English. There you go. She doesn't want to be straight on this 5 because she's still got to come all the way back down again for the 8.
I think she's okay.
Well, let's take a look. She's not smiling yet, so.
No, I think it looks like she's got enough of an angle to make this work for her. And obviously, given that the 8 is fairly close to the corner.
Not that. All right, this is one of our favorite kill shots. You hit it below center softly, and hitting it below center makes it go backward first and then forward, which really slows down the speed of the cue ball. Watch her hit it low and just tap this 8 in. There you go. Did you see it go back and then forward?
That's exactly the tip that Kim Shaw gave us earlier. Put to good use there by Kelly Fisher. And the result, that shot on the 9. Wow, you better be taking a deep breath. Jeanette and I are, that's for sure.
So exciting.
It is getting down to it. 10 racks, 5 apiece, race to 7 for the title. Somebody will walk out of here with the Pacific Coast Classic crown. Kelly Fisher, Vivian Villarreal putting on a show in Lincoln City.
This ESPN presentation of the Pacific Coast Classic presented by the American Pool Players Association is brought to you by the American Pool Players Association, the world's largest pool league. By Q-Tech Cues, serious cues for serious players and choice of the world's most dominant player. And by the Chinook Winds Casino Resort in Lincoln City, Oregon. It's better at the beach.
Better at the beach for sure. Mitch Lawrence and the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee here bringing you the action of a very exciting final. Let's look at some highlights from rack 11, Kelly Fisher at the break.
And Kelly Fisher almost scratches, but she's just, here she's playing safe. She came up short, didn't. Vivian misses. Kelly misses. It's just nonstop, and sometimes all you can do is just hold on and give it everything you've got. You've got to know you're not going to play your best every time, and all you can do is just hold on, and eventually you're going to make a ball, and then you're going to win.
And that cut shot was a huge one for Kelly Fisher. That's about just staying there, like Jeanette just said, with a 6-5 lead on the hill. Is quick fire, 1 rack away from the title, but Vivian has the break in rack number 12 and a chance to tie.
But if you were to get a bad attitude and that was all you focused on, you'll never get there. You've just got to know that's what's going to happen. She's got the 1 ball went in on the break. She's got a nice bank on this 2 ball, natural position for the 4. Or if she really doesn't want to do that, then she should probably play safe. But this is really should be a pretty easy bank for Vivian.
And it is. She doesn't even watch it.
Yeah. Well, does that 5 ball clear the 8? I think she's going to walk over and take a look. But no matter what, yeah, she's looking at what kind of angle. See, the 6 ball's back on this side of the table. If she follows this 4 ball and gets straight on the 5, she's not going to be able to get back for the 6. So she's going to hit the 4 ball, probably stay just right about there so that she can cut the 5 ball. There you go. And she's got several ways to get on this 5 ball. I think probably the best way from here would be to hit the 5 ball with high right-hand English, come down. The other way, left-hand English, but she has the risk of a scratch and hitting the 7 and 9. This, my dear, is what you don't want. Oh my goodness, look at that. She's smiling, look at her, so she knows she got away with something.
Well, the crowd's applauding because they're just happy that ball went in, but the position is what Vivian is concerned about here.
She almost hit straight into that 9 ball and gave away the whole rack. And now she's upset because she's too straight. I'd be happy I'm shooting right now.
That's true. But she knows she has to make something happen here. You see where the 7 is, got to get away from that rail or take the long shot, which is what she has to do right now.
Now she knows this is to tie it up, hill, because she knows the 8's going to go. And as long as she has an angle on the 8, she knows the 9's going to go. But this long 7 ball, straight in, your arms are shaking, you can't breathe. And playing against Kelly Fisher, you know this might be your last chance. Kelly Fisher is on the hill. She's got 6 games.
One time, please.
Beg some more.
Yeah.
And she looks unhappy that she's straight in on the 8, as though she didn't know that if she followed. You either have to follow all the way down or you have to stop where you were. Here, she's just going to have to punch it low, right-hand English. Bam! She might have hit it a little. She hit it bam, bam.
2 bams not good right there.
Hey, she's still at the table. And if there's one thing Vivian is, she's a shot maker. If she has to do nothing else but make this ball, I'm going to bet on Vivian.
Obviously, the biggest ball of the week for Vivian Villarreal right here to tie this matchup.
Yes.
And what can you say? Vivian Villarreal, the drama of Vivian's week right there with that one shot.
But that's what's so cool is we can get inside her head. We just know. Look at Vivian.
Look at her in the
slumped,
back
she's
there.
just dying. She's dying. She knows that would have made it hill. And I
Kelly's
mean,
got to come with something here to try to end it.
yeah, but she's a shot maker too.
For the title! For the title! How about it? Just like that, it is over. We talk about a heavyweight matchup. That was like a quick knockout punch from Kelly Fisher. What a fantastic finish right now for Kelly, and how agonizing again for Vivian. Wow. Our updated WPBA Classic Tour rankings. Kelly Fisher still up there on top. Vivian moves up a spot to number 6. Let's go to Jeanette on the floor.
Well, Kelly, you've played great. You were consistent throughout. Your break started working this set. What did you do differently?
Copied Vivian. I watched what she did really on the first break because she made a couple of balls. And I told you I wasn't going to change sides, but I did because I just tried to copy what she did. I feel really good. I'm playing good. I'm practicing good. And yeah, just look one after that. I'm just looking forward to the next one now. But I'm over the moon after getting beat second match. I can't believe it, really, to be honest with you. And to bank at the end, me. I'm not bank. I'm not very good at banking, but there we go.
Well, the banks were open for you today. Congratulations.
All right, a look at our turning point brought to you by the American Pool Players Association. Rack number 12, needing this to stay in the match and get to the hill. Close, but not to be for Vivian Villarreal. As she slumps over the table, Kelly Fisher ended the match one shot later. Jeanette down on the floor with Vivian.
Vivian, what a match. I know you wanted to take it back for the USA. What was going on in your mind over there?
Nothing. I just, was just trying to play my game. And, I'm disappointed because I missed some key shots I shouldn't have missed, but that's just how the game goes. I can't play perfect. If I played perfect, it would never be a challenge.
Vivian, you played great. We're very proud of you. I know you've had a tough year, but you're really showing some strength. You've been on TV a lot more often.
Like 5th, 3rd, 2nd. So now I'm going to my home turf at the Hard Rock, and I'm going to win that one.
The story this week, the second big victory of the year for Kelly Fisher in a highly dramatic, emotional final matchup with Vivian Villarreal. For the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee, I'm Mitch Lawrence. Congratulations to the champ, Kelly Fisher.